Remember the expression, mas mabilis pa kaysa Bicol Express? We used it quite a lot back in the day. But many of the younger ones perhaps know only of the Bicol Express as that hot peppery dish from the region. This may reflect how the Philippine National Railways, once chugging along as a proud state-owned railroad, got derailed over the decades into a shadow of itself. Lately, renewed interest in railways as the solution to the need to decongest traffic in the metro and cheaper but safe and reliable transport to the provinces promised a resurgence. But then things go derailed again.
Back in November 2014, the Philippine National Railways celebrated its 122nd anniversary with the ambitious theme of From PNR to a Progressive National Railways. There were reasons for optimism. Congress has just renewed the PNR Charter another 50 years and gifted it 2.2 billion pesos from the National Treasury to finance plans to rehabilitate facilities, from stations, railroad tracks, the rolling stock. More people were taking the train. The Metro South commuter line, running daily from Tutuban to Mamatid in Laguna, was said to be taking in 70,000 passengers daily. The service includes 2 trips daily on the Tutuban-Santa Rosa-Tutuban route, leaving the Santa Rosa station in Barangay in the morning and leaving Tutuban station in the evening. The Mamatid extension adds 2 more stations after Santa Rosa. Test runs were being run in preparation for the reopening of the Bicol service, suspended in 2012 following a derailment that year, the tracks damaged by typhoons. Plans were put in place and implemented to reduce fare leakage, a major problem that PNR leadership believe it could put a stop to with the automation of the ticketing system. PNR reported revenues increasing by 70%.
PNR is operating at a loss. Kung ang pag-uusapan ay fare o revenue as against cost, no? We are subsidizing about about 18 pesos per head of passengers, ano? So in real term, ang aming revenue is about 870,000 daily basis, but ang cost namin is about short of 2 million. The overall kasi yan eh. Yeah.
On its 122nd year since starting out as the Ferrocarril de Manila, Dagupan in Manila of 1892, morphing into the Manila Railroad Company in the U.S. Commonwealth period, and being dubbed the Philippine National Railway after independence, the PNR has 22 diesel-fed trains. The vision, announced at the anniversary, was to go electric with new trains acquired, the rehabilitation of all railroad track network, automation of ticketing system and operations, a return to the heights of PNR's heydays when air-conditioned first-class trains transported passengers Manila North to La Union and South to Naga. PNR put in a test with the administration for 11 billion pesos to be used for the rehabilitation of the tracks from Manila to Bicol, the purchase of new trains, the repair of existing ones, and administration officials. People in Congress were all talking positive. Rail transport was a priority of the government, and the PNR would be in the forefront of development. Progress was all positive and going to schedule until another derailment, this time on railroad tracks in Makati, and the commuter service stopped on its track literally. The reason for derailment? Pilferage of the fastening system, fish plates and bolts that kept the track in place. Pilferage and the apparent bad security of the tracks within Metro Manila put to doubt the safety of train operations. The PNR decided to suspend the operation of the Metro commuter line while conducting an exhaustive inspection of the train tracks to ensure the safety of its passenger and trains. Just as school reopened for school year 2015 to 2016, the PNR announced it would reopen the commuter line as soon as the inspection of the railroad tracks is completed, which is soon. There is reason for this. The PNR understands that many people depend on its trains to provide cheap, reliable transport from home to school or work. More people taking the train eases pressure on the bus transport network that is also overworked, and also helps ease traffic. A senator says that adding more trains could take off cars off the road. PNR officials assures that the government railways company will continue to operate and will improve services and safety, looking to a future when rail transport will a major part of the mass transport system in Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon.
PNR need to expand this one. Only yesterday, there were some people interested in developing the freight service, connecting the North Harbor to Tutuban and then go down to South in Calamba and then in Batangas for a containerized freight service. And also, the NSRP, as I said, it will now be the flagship project of the present administration to develop the commuter and passenger or long distance services of the PNR. So whatever happens to this project in the future, that will be consist the expansion of the railway network being serviced by the PNR.
There are many reasons to believe that government, both the executive and the legislative departments, now fully understand that rail is the way to go if we are to develop a fully functional and reliable mass transport system. And the best indicator is if the PNR trains get back on track.